Flight boss, bitch, you know, for sure. You're now listening to the Mind of an Terry's Moon. I'm the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And goddamn, motherfucker, we ready for another motherfucking flight reading. And I'll be late sometimes. I don't know why I be late. You know, I'm drinking a motherfucking coffee and shit. Whew. Even though I'm like the human coffee in the flesh. Ain't no reason I should be drinking coffee, but you know, we all should have a little booster sometimes. And, you know, I've been going through a lot of personal issues, man, and you know, that don't even matter to the situation that we come in hand for right now. Also, I've been doing a whole lot, I mean a whole lot of motherfucking natal chart readings. So, you know what I'm saying? And the feedback I get is very positive, so I want to say I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate the energy you give me back, because because I don't necessarily do, you know, when I do these videos, a lot of times I like to do a lot of metaphysic videos that really doesn't even have nothing to do with astrology, but I like to tie it all in. And you know, I don't want anyone to feel like that I'm just like a basic ass astrologer, and I'm just up here trying to do something and trying to gaffle people or nothing. Like I hope that y'all truly feel my genuinity and my passion and my true intentions when I do it. So I never want to, y'all know with my videos, I never give that off. Like the first, you know, a lot of astrologers, first thing they say is, well, if you want a natal reading done by me, you can check this website. I don't even have a website, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people come to me and, you know what I'm saying, I'm dealing with, you know what I'm saying, 20, 30, 40 people daily, you know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to hit everyone to let each and every person know that, okay, you saying you appreciate me, but I'm trying to let you know I really appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, for the sake of that, I don't want anybody to feel like I be doing this like it's a business thing. Like, I do other means. Like, y'all can look at my channel, go back, way back. See, I'm been doing music and doing other shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Been had cameras and shit like that. Like, so, you know, this is, I just want y'all to feel the genuine. Like, I do this, I mean it. This is not something I'm trying to turn into a business or whatever like that. But if you want a natal chart reading, which a lot of people come to me to want, I obviously going to do it. So, you know what I'm saying? If you do want a natal chart reading, you can go, the link is at the bottom, my Instagram page, because I barely get on that and I never use it for anything. So like I said, it's not even a business to me. Like, this is all spontaneous. So if you do want a natal chart reading and you want to know the prices and you want to know what goes down into every natal reading, you can go to the Instagram, and it's going to be my latest pictures. I just really got back on my old phone with the old password to my Instagram, so I'm going to throw up some new pictures that show which each reading has involved with it, and the prices and ranges and everything. So if you want a natal chart reading, you could go down, you could go to my Instagram and see what, it's a public page, so you can see what kind of natal reading you want. But you already know how I'm coming. Y'all know I don't read books. Y'all know I don't do shit. I do shit straight off the spirit, off the energy. I'm an energist. So even though if I may not know your personal life, I can tell you what your energy has and what kind of energy you carrying. So when you do be in situations that may be good or bad, you know what kind of energy you carry. So once you know thyself, you know what kind of situation to place yourself in. And not only that, if you do fall into a situation due to somebody else's contract or somebody you're around, you will know how your energy will add to it. So you will kind of be more consciously aware of your subconscious. So that's basically what I do. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna get to the reading and shit. I talk too much too. That's another thing. You know what I'm saying? Because you get like 8 segments with my natal chart readings. Like, you might get like, it might be a whole hour and a half of me talking. Like, sometimes, you know, a lot of people told me like it's long. So, you know what I'm saying, I apologize for that. But, you know, let's get into the weekly reading. You know what I'm saying? Now, look, the weekly reading, we got the sun in Leo. Now, I'm going over my words and shit. Y'all already know I can't even calm down to think of how I'm truly trying to say something right now. I can't even calm down to get to my motherfucking point. The whole point of this video was the weekly natal reading. I didn't got to a whole other thing before I got to that. And that's because of the motherfucking sun is in Leo. Now, with the sun is in Leo right now, everybody actions, you know, and that day that I did last week, the moon was just changing. So moods was changing, and situations that everybody was manifesting was changing right before their eyes. And I'm in it with y'all the same way. It's not like just because I know this shit, I'm in some type of reality outside looking in. Even though I may look at a lot of things like that, I'm going through the same shit y'all going through every day. You know what I'm saying? So when the moons was changing and going through all them signs throughout these past couple days, also I've been manifesting situations within my life that needed to be dealt with. So other than that, you know what I'm saying, right now, it just so happens that the moon is in Sagittarius right now, and it just so happens today I got the spirit to jump in the mood and get into the weekly reading today. You know what I'm saying? And like these past couple of days I've been all bugged out. You know what I'm saying? I've been having to do so much stuff for these past couple of days that now I actually have a little bit of free time. But a lot of my personal issues got rectified anyway, which leads us to this today, because my sun is in Aries and my moon is in Sagittarius today, and my rising is Leo. Today's sun is in Leo and today's moon is in Sagittarius. So what happens right here is, if you're an air sign, you're going to see a lot of opportunities for good or bad. Like anytime there's a sextile involved in any type of situation, you're going to witness and see a lot of opportunities, a lot of doors that could be open or closed, and it's up to you to jump on the opportunity or not. So with these kind of opportunities I'm talking about now, with the moon being in the sun and the sun, I mean, with the moon being in fire and the sun being in fire, and they're making a trine. A trine is something that everybody already has. So right now, everybody want to express their gifts. Everybody want to express their creativity. Everybody want to be seen right now. Everybody want to show the way they see things. Express their intuition and their visions and the way they see the outlook of everything in their own outlook, in their own way. Everybody wants to express that right now, and everybody has the emotions and the reactionary state in order to put that into action. It's like a gift right now. Everybody have a gift of intuition right now to some sort. Everybody has a gift of talent right now to some sort. And for the air signs, you're going to see opportunities for this. So you're going to be able to talk yourself into situations that can get you can see opportunities that can end up bad or good. You may talk yourself into a situation where you end up having problems with people. You may talk yourself into a situation where you end up getting a raise or a benefit right now. So you're going to see different kind of opportunities. So try to analyze and think long enough to understand if it's an opportunity that's worth going through or not. Water signs. Water signs right now, you're going to have a lot to learn when it comes to how you express your feelings. Right now, your feelings, for the water signs, your feelings reactionary to the sun and the moon is not going to, the way you feel and the way how you express your feelings is not going to be compatible with the way everyone else is expressing their feelings right now. Everyone is, because these are the two water signs. I mean, these are the two filler signs. You know what I'm saying? The water is a filler sign, and the fire is a filler sign. Now, when I say filler and thinkers, they compete. You know what I'm saying? Because they're both feeling in two different ways. Just like the two thinker elements is air and earth. Earth think on practical basis, and air think on communication basis. So they go to war a lot of times with their thinking processes. Same way as water and fire. Fire is the filler and the seer, and water is the filler and the emotions. So that's like water being the filler and the psyche, and fire being the filler and the vision, the intuition. So they compete because they feel in two different ways. You know what I'm saying? Fire want to express the way it feels. They want to show the way it feels, create a new version and create feelings out of others. So it's like an extroverted filler. Water is the introverted filler. It wants to control the room emotions. It want to control its own emotions. And when it can't, it's unstable. It feel like it's no stability. So it feel like it may have to cause chaos, or it may have to cause organization within chaos. You know what I'm saying? So that's water absorbs. You know what I'm saying? So the way they feel, they like to connect, and if they can't connect, they create chaos to separate. So they feel in two different ways. You know what I'm saying? So the water signs right now, you're going to be challenged on your way of feeling. So when you express your feelings, you're gonna make other people feel like you're holding them back, or you're gonna make other people feel like you're trying to stop something, or you're trying to prevent something, or you're trying to prevent a flow. And this is not the natural way how water signs express their feelings and their emotions. So right now, what you can do, what water signs could do right now, is like relax Try to relax more, because every situation is going to seem tense right now. No matter what you're doing, you could just be having a regular conversation with somebody. You're still going to start to feel tense, because they're going to start to do things that you didn't like in the conversation. People going to have certain conversation styles with you that you just don't even agree with. You know what I'm saying? You don't even want to be around this person because you feel like they're going to say something dumb that you don't like around you or something like that. Even when you know on a regular basis that this person mean no harm, how they communicate, it's just you're picking out the criticism out of their way of actions and their way of communication right now. So you can end up expressing your emotions in a distaste way, in a displeasurable way, to the point that you could be an outcast in this little bit of time. So right now, just apply your emotions with everyone else. Know that everything is intense, and when things get too hot, you are there to cool things down and bring everybody into their imagination to how things can get back to reality. Because that's all water be searching for. So when you see a fire sign doing things that doesn't make sense, or you see an air sign talking too much, you're there to observe, then apply. You're not there to apply, then observe, because you're going to throw something out there that's going to throw other people off. Then when it's time for you to observe, you're going to observe only opposition towards you. So you know what I'm saying? That's with the water signs you need to watch out for, with the sun and the moon being in fire right now. And as far as the earth right now is going to see no common sense into anything that's going on right now. To earth signs, it's going to be, to a certain degree, it doesn't even make sense to even go out right now. It doesn't make sense to even be around a lot of people right now. A lot of earth signs are going to feel like it doesn't make sense to even be in no crowds. It only makes sense to get my foundation steady. Like if you got kids, you're going to think it only makes sense right now to do things with my kids. If you don't have no kids and you have a goal, you're going to think right now, it doesn't make any sense to do anything else right now but to do my goals. Because there's a lot of things coming out right now. So you got all these superhero movies. Suicide Squad just dropped. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to go see that. You got new Jordans just dropped. Things like this. Earth signs is not really thinking about that right now. Earth signs is thinking about it doesn't. But see, the thing is, that is the thing to do right now. To go swimming, to go out, to go to the movies. That's the thing to do right now. So earth signs is like looking at their emotions and their feelings amongst these type situations and looking at it like it really don't make sense. So if you are earth sign and you have a lot of friends that's into these things, them the only ones who can kind of break you out of your mode. But if you're an earth sign that's always really to yourself, you don't really care about doing too much right now, because it's too movable right now. Things are too changeable, and earth signs like things to be stable. Except Virgos. Virgos can kind of deal with the changeability of the motion of rock. Like Virgo is like a rock. Like a light rock that blow everywhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? It has no problem when the air come, aka the wind, aka air signs. It has no problem with communicating with the air. So it's like it blows. When the wind blows, that's like a light rock. It has no problem with blowing. Then when fire get around, you know what I'm saying, it's quick to absorb and move around and jump. It's not just standing there getting scratched up and burnt by the fire. It's moving around and dancing with the fire, because it's just light enough for the fire to be a little bit more powerful than it to kind of give it a spark. That's like a spark of creativity. Like Virgos can kind of get with fire signs and kind of move with them a little bit. That's like a bunch of hot rocks, but little rocks, like, you know what I'm saying, that's light enough to, you know what I'm saying, flame up and stuff like that. They can kind of get with it until things get a little too hot. Then they want to separate themselves and analyze the fire. Like, okay, you got to calm down here, cool off over here, because things too hot right here is going to be too much. You know what I'm saying? So start dictating how the fire should. So that's the only little temperament Virgos could get with fire signs. Fire signs, Virgos start to try to criticize how the fire moving and shit, because it's just light enough to, if it was a little rock in the fire, it may bounce a little bit if the fire is extreme enough. Now, that's like Virgo. And Virgo in the water, Virgo know how to move with the water signs. You know what I'm saying? Know how to move, because it's just light enough. It's not a big ass heavy rock that's just gonna sink to the bottom, or like Taurus, or it's not a Capricorn rock it's like a different kind of rock that it moves the way it want to move in the water. You know what I'm saying? it's a light rock, so it get on the air, it can go with the flow also, but it's still a rock, so it still know how to keep its own place. It got its own sphere, it still got its own reality. So that's Virgo, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I said that only the Virgo's part of the only earth sign that can kind of get with the changeable, but even them to a certain degree don't want to do too much in this time right now. They just can be the ones who help everyone do everything right now. You know what I'm saying? Taurus might not even care to hang with you, and Capricorn is going to create something for you can do with them. And if you don't want to do that with them, they fine just doing it by themselves. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, with fire signs, what the fire signs can do right now, you know what I'm saying? The fire signs really is like, it's kind of like your energy right now. So express yourself. Just know not to overexpress yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't overdo it. That'll get real annoying to be around a person 24/7. Oh, I got this, I got that. Oh, I can do this, oh, I can do that. Oh, I'm this, I'm that. You know what I'm saying? That'll get annoying 24/7. Right now, fire signs, you got the gift of being accepted for doing that, but kind of balance it out. You know when you're going too far. You know when you got your point over across. For an example, if you're a fire sign right now, people are with you. If you write about something, we with you. You got a little opposition to a friendly argument. 9 times out of 10, everybody gonna agree with your concept on that argument. Okay, look, you got your point across. Okay, right. Don't keep talking about it or keep reissuing it or keep making new analogies over it or new metaphors over it, re-burning out what you just proved. We get it. Just because we might not say nothing or say I agree with that, after the fourth metaphor you done got across that's replying to what you just got right. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of that, okay, we get it. The reason we're not saying nothing because we get it. Alright, don't over explain to us how much you right. You know what I'm saying? Or how much you can do. Y'all get what I'm saying. Y'all know them type of conversations when like, alright, say somebody really did walk up the street, right? And now you and your friend having a conversation, right? And your friend, he like, yeah, that person just walked up the street. You know what I'm saying? And you at first you wasn't paying attention, so you was like, no, he didn't. And then your friend proved how he just walked up the street. You're like, yeah, he did just walk up the street, because there you go up the street right now. I'm just making an analogy, y'all. It might be stupid, but kind of stay with me. Oh yeah, he's walking up the street right now. There you go, right there. So your friend proves he walking up the street. So okay, yeah, alright, boom. Okay, you with him. Alright, or her. Okay, oh yeah, you right. He did. A person did just walk up the street. Okay, now here your friend go. Yeah, because you could tell he just walked up the street because he was down the street first. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and if he wasn't down the street first, he walked up here. You can see his footprints and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know he walked up the street. Oh yeah, and we can tell he walked up the street because look, he dropped this. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we get it, bruh. We get it. So that's what I mean by overexerting. So it can go to the littlest matters to the biggest matters. And we just on the sun and moon right now. You know what I'm saying? If it gets some Mercury or nothing like see, I'll be blabbermouth and shit. I'll be like, blah, 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 blah. I'm on fire right now. I gotta know when to chill out and move to the next planet. See? I'm playing this shit out right now. You know what I'm saying? Alright, now look. Mercury is in Virgo. So right now, everybody's thinking process and communication style is going to be very practical, but in the same way, very organizable. So when we say organizing, to organize, it takes many things. You can't organize one thing because it's just one thing. If you got a table with just one thing on it, there's nothing to organize. Now, it's about 4 or 5 things on there, and if the table start looking cloudy, you want to organize it so the table could look decent. So organizing is like a group type of thing. So this is what Virgos is good at. Virgos is good at being mentors, bosses, because they know how to follow. See, that's the thing Aries don't understand. The thing Aries and Virgos may have in common is the lack of Venus. So Virgos may not feel loved. Aries may not feel like they can get love. But Scorpios may not, and Scorpios sometimes may feel like there's no love, because Venus is away in Aries and Scorpio, and it falls in Virgo. So this is something that the earth, water, and the fire got in common when it comes to the cardinal, fixed, and mutable. Mutable earth, fixed water, cardinal fire. There's something they got in common. The lack of love in their life. So when you got this in Mercury right now, people not thinking about love. Right now, people not thinking about love. Like, this is one of the main reasons. What Fabulous say? Wintertime is cuffing season. This is one of the reasons why the summertime is cutting off season. But more than ever right now, Because with the sun and the moon being in fire, which is fixed fire as the sun, so that means everybody want to be seen, but seen for themselves, their own expression, not adding somebody with them. If you with them and you got your own power, your own uniqueness, boom, we can stand side by side. But if you just like a soldier or something like that, and I'm the guy, believe me, I'm not gonna take the time to mention you. I'm gonna talk about me first. So that's Leo. That's the sun. That's everybody's actions and intentions right now. And then when we get to the moon is mutable fire. So with the mutable fire, you want to see everybody else's visions. You want to see how everybody else want to be center stage. You want to see how everybody else imagine themselves, express themselves. Then once you get the collective understanding of how everybody else is expressing themselves, you want to change it and initiate your own expression, again, your own vision, but adding everybody else's vision to the point that you could come to conclusion of a vision that everyone can agree to, because you applied everybody's vision to one vision. So that's what everybody reactionary state is, and how people react in the situation. People react in the situations by looking at other people's viewpoint of something. You know what I'm saying? Then coming to a viewpoint of their own, how they can be right, or teach somebody how to uplift their own reactionary emotional state. So with the moon being in Virgo, squaring the moon, with the Mercury being in Virgo, squaring the moon in Sagittarius, and in conjuncting the sun, what happens here is, in conjunction creates a misunderstanding. So a lot of people's actions and the way they act is going to be a misunderstanding, and it's going to make people think, misunderstand a person's action. It's going to make a person communicate the wrong idea of that person's intentions. And then when it's squaring the moon, anytime there's a square, that's a learning process. So people thinking capabilities and their communication style going to have a lot to learn from other people's reactionary state, other people's emotional state. Like things you may say, when other people's react, they jump into their moon sign. When you act, you jump into your sun sign. The way you act and your actions are your sun sign. The way you react and your reactions is your moon sign. So when you see other people's actions, which other people's sun, or other people's rising, which is their personality, you're able to react to it, a response to it, how you naturally feel about it, what's your outlook on it. That's your moon sign. Your moon is you. A response, reactions. And in order to respond to something, you have to emotionally feel a way about it. So, and then the way you emotionally feel a way about it, that's the way you're going to react to the situation in your reactions. You know what I'm saying? So how you react to anything. If you're watching a movie, how you're reacting to it, your emotions and everything, that's your moon sign. Then your actions, the way you act. If you get up out the chair, or if you're a jumpy person, or your basic actions, that's your sun. You know what I'm saying? And your personality, the way is your rising, the way you look, how you did it, your facial expressions when you did it, your personality throughout it all, that's your rising. So when it comes to the Mercury being in Virgo, people communication style and the way they thinking, you know what I'm saying, is in conjunction, is a misunderstanding with people's actions, and it's squaring with people's moon. It's squaring with the energy of today's moons, with the moon is in Sagittarius and Mercury is in Virgo. That's a square. So Mercury communication, the way people are thinking, has a lot to learn from people's reaction. For an example, you may say something and may get a reaction from somebody that you didn't want. You may have thought you was wording whatever you was communicating one way, and a person may react to it in another way. So you have to learn from each other. That person had to learn how not to react to what everything somebody say, and that person, whatever that person communicating, going to have to learn that you have to think before you communicate, because you don't know how others going to react. It's a square learning process. So that's the moon and Virgo right now. You feel me? Now, we got Mars, we got Venus in Virgo also. So Venus hates being here. This is like, actually, it doesn't hate being here. It's just sleep. It has